Hi everyone, AG51 Goose here, and hope you guys are all doing fine out there. This video I was going to do a little bit on track IR versus virtual reality or VR. So we're sitting on the track IR setup screen, and one of the things I dislike about this is, as you'll see, is the way I got this set now. That's as far up as I can look is 90 degrees. Basically, it cuts out, and then I can look a lot further down. I get some days where I can look almost 180 degrees up and 180 degrees down before it cuts out, but a lot of the time that's about what I get. And of course, I like to have a little more looking up than down because it's more helpful when you're dogfighting, because it's usually the way you have to look for airplanes. So we'll try and calibrate it to give me a little more up looking instead of down looking. I'll try there. The problem is if it only goes 90 degrees down, then you have issues when you're trying to use switches and stuff in the cockpit, right? So you need it to go a little bit past 90 degrees down. We go a little past up. Okay, I'll accept that. I can fly with that. I know I mentioned before I had to redo Windows, which means I haven't built a new profile for this. So I'm just using the default profile. So as you can see this way, I can look almost 360 degrees both ways and not lose track IR and still be able to see the screen. So, that way it works pretty well. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the game. We're going to fly DCS. Okay, so I decided to redo this part because the engine is just about drowning out my voice. The microphone on this headset has a automatic volume control. You can't change the mic volume. It's however the company made it. Before I got it fixed, they had an update to it and it fixed it. But since I had to redo Windows 10, I got the update, and but it still didn't fix it this time. It's not working properly. So I got to just redo this part because this part would make a little bit of sense. And then as far as it goes for the attack I do in this plane, you can kind of make out what it says, but the voice is kind of quiet. But then I'm going to be doing the same attack again with VR, and with the VR it'll be louder. All right, so I just let's go over this real quick. So of course I look up, and now tracker cuts out there. And as you can see this way, this is one of the nice parts about it. You can really look around. I can lean out a little bit here, right? See that? And again, same on this side. No issues, with the cutting out. And then looking down, I can only look to here and it cuts out. Oh, well, you can see it's kind of jumped there a bit, so it picked it up and went a little further, right? So that's about the movements you have with this. The other thing I wanted to show was that in the track IR here, you have to left click on these knobs and then you drag it. So you drag forward or back, whatever, to get the knobs to turn, right? And then of course toggle switches, just left or right click depending on which way you have to flip them. Not a big deal. I'm just showing that because I believe it's a little different in VR. Alright guys, I just wanted to show this up that I am actually using a VR. So this is a mission I'm working on, so go ahead and get that loaded. I'm sure you can see the vibrator. This is what it kind of does when I go to multiplayer. So I definitely got a bunch of work to do for setting this headset up. In multiplayer, this is just single player, and I never touch a single setting other than just what you do in virtual reality. And it comes out really nice and clear. So let's get this mission on the go here. Alright, so here we are sitting in P-47D. So a couple things I want to do here before we get going. So I wanted to show with the knobs here. With track IR, when you put your mouse cursor on the knobs and move your mouse, the whole cursor drags across the screen, whereas in here, you see it just turns the knob. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to show. The other thing is, of course, the look. So I'm looking up as far. I'm now hitting the back of my chair. I can't go my head back any further. And as you can see, same with forward.
I can't go any forward unless I go through my chest. Right? And then this is the big drawback to it. So when I look out this way, I get to here, and then if I want to look back to see my tail, I actually have to turn my chair, okay, to see the tail. Whereas with track IR, you don't. Now, I'm not sure if this has a setting in VR somewhere where you can adjust it so that it turns. You don't have to turn your head as much to get it to turn. As I said, I'm fairly new, but again, same on both sides. It's no problem. Um, the other thing, like I said, that amazes me, apparently this is supposed to be recording in 3D, um, for the best I can tell. But I can honestly tell you that when I look at the video compared to how it looks when I'm looking in the cockpit, it's like 100% different. I shit you not. You get in the headset, you get in the cockpit, it's just like you're sitting in the actual cockpit. There's no doubt about it at all. One of the things is that I have the Reverb version 2, and from my understanding, information I've got generally from watching videos about it, that this headset was basically made for playing with flight simulators, and if that's all you want to do with it, then this would kind of be their recommending saying the headset to get. But if you wanted to play other 3D games besides the Sims, then you'd be better off getting an Oculus because it's a little better in the other Sims or other games than what this headset is. But anyways, I'll get this thing fired up and get taxiing away, and then we'll go from there.
Let's go ahead and start taxiing. Taxiway Delta. Alright, so as we're taxiing out here, one of the things track IR. Okay, that's as far as I can look out in the plane highway, and that's as far as I can look out in the plane to the left. Alright, Goose is turning right off of taxiway Charlie to taxiway Delta.
Okay, there's something here I wanted to show that's neat, is how you can stick your head out the window with the VR. If you remember track IR, you're limited to, I think, about here where you'd hit, whereas here you can see I can stick my head right out here. It's pretty cool. Right, goose is rolling. Stay. Come on, baby. Slightly different feeling in this thing with the VR on. Alright, so these down up. Oh, I know why. I didn't do my elevator trim. I usually bring it up about 5 notches or so before I take you off, because they have so much down trim put into this thing. Alright, so we're in the valley here, about halfway up the valley, so you know we're gonna follow the valley up that way some. We're gonna have to do a right turn, and then shortly after that we'll be hanging a left. Get up over ridge. This is just so awesome. You know, not just being in VR. It's just you know, flying like this in the valleys is just so neat. You know, when you're doing it with the 2D mode or with the track IR, and it was absolutely awesome. Alright, so we're going to take a left here. You could actually go up the right side of the valley as well, but we're going to take a left here for now. Alright, and okie-dory. And of course that mountain out there in front of us, we got to make 9,000 to get over. We should be able to do that quite easy from here. And then once on the other side of that, that'll put us into the valley, which we're going to be going down to do our attack. So there is 2 57mm AAA guns in there that'll be shooting at us, plus 2 flat guns. I'm not too worried about the flat guns. It's more the AAA ones we got to nail. And due to the, you know, how close you got to get to them, just because they're so hard to spot and that, I'm going to use guns to take them out, because it's, you know, that's the easiest weapon to use on them. Takes the least amount of time to line it up. Alright, made that mountaintop, no problem there. Alright, so I'm going to bring the power off a little bit. I'm going to come over to the left side. As you can see, the valley kind of turns over that way a little bit. And of course, they'll be down in the opening where these 3 valleys meet. So you can see the valley I'm in, the other valley to the left, and there's one around on the right there as well. So okay, so these AAAs, I mean, they're really easy to dodge the bullets, but of course you have to be able to see them. when you see him shoot around, all you got to do is change the direction of your plane a little bit, whether it's up, down, left, or right. It doesn't take very much, just a little bit of movement to change your plane. All right, gonna bring my power back a tad. All right, let's see if I can spot him here. Oh, there he is. Okay, I can see him. Well, I did see him. I lost him. Come on, buddy. Where are you? There he is. There he is. Okay, down, 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 down. Little left, little right, little left. Guns, guns. There we go. He's dead. Oop, I got hit. Dang it. That sucks. I'm hooting. My motor's gone. Alright, so we're going to give her one more try here. I don't know why I keep getting picked off in this VR by that stupid thing. I did it with track IR, I got it right off the bat first time around, but now these guys, this guy just keeps picking me off the bugger. But it's not the first one actually that's getting me, it's the second guy that's hitting me. Alright, here's his next shot. It's pushing those down a bit to go under him, and then guns, guns. Oops. And guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns. Got him. Alright, now watch the high speed turn here, because it likes to roll on you tight. Okay, so we got away with the first guy. Now let's see if we can keep the second guy from hitting me here. Because, of course, like I said, I can't see behind me that well. And with the VR, unfortunately. Yeah. So, I'm going to bring the nose back up. We'll do a little turnover this way as well this time. Oh, we fired again already. See, this guy's really shooting them off compared to the other guy. The other guy wasn't shooting them off that quick, right? Okay, so we're going to come back this way. Ooh, we're going to go right into his rounds there. Oh, there's the flat gun shooting out. Alright, I got him lined up. Come on, buddy. Guns, guns. Ah, the flat gun got me. There we go. Got him. That's not good. Well, I got both of them this time. But this time a flat gun got me. Which is pretty much unusual. They usually don't hit you. Alright, so let's see. Do we got we got no oil. Oil temperature's gone, so I'm gonna lose my oil. I'm gonna lose the plane again. Dang it. Bugger. Probably draining fuel out real quick too. Well, that's just gnarly. Well, but then again too, I guess that is part of battle, isn't it? Uh-oh. Yeah, see here, the motor's starting to surge now. Losing all my airspeed. Losing prop pitch. Alright, so let's get rid of the weight here and drop these bombs off, all of them. One shot. Let's see where that guy shot from. Let's see what happens here. 3, 2, 1, and pickle. Drop those all off. Now you can see that ammo bunkers in there. They stick out pretty good actually in VR compared to track IR. I'm gonna try a tight turn in here. Might be a bad idea. Yep, there goes the engine starting to make that sound. She's on the verge of quitting here. All right, let's get her rockets up. Yep. Come on, bombs off, bombs off. Get the rockets up. Okay, now because I'm not watching where I was going. Yeah, I turned too much. Yeah, see, and you can see the oil or the fuel tanks down there pretty good too. A little bit blurry, but like I said, I know I got some work to do with this to get that a little more fine-tuning here to get a better picture. That's for sure with the VR. It will come, I have no doubt. Alright, so coming back around and let's oops. That's the end of the rockets. Don't carry many. And we're out of here. Alright, so the at least come back and do a landing in the VR for you guys. So I think I'll go ahead and simulate that right now, because in VR, for whatever reason, I don't seem like I'm going to get out of here alive. Well, but at least this time around, I got both those AAAs. It's unfortunate that stupid flat gun hit me.